All right, so we're back, right? This has been
Hold
a
on.
game one of UC Berkeley versus San Jose State is down. Harlow,
Hold on.
what
I'm
do you
just
think of game
adorning the
one?
crown once again. I loved game one.
Yeah, there wasn't enough
It's
cheese in game one. I think you still got to keep that on, right?
I'm putting the crown back on. I'm not gonna I there was some good team fights. There was some good team fights, I'll give them that, but there was not enough cheese. I'm putting the crown back on
Yep,
here.
I
Because
agree.
game two, we have one team who has the ability to lose a game and still be fine, and one team who has to pull something crazy to stay in this series. Someone is going to cheese, Ricky.
Yeah,
You heard it here first.
someone's got
No
it.
one
We haven't
no
seen
one has
enough
as many
cheese.
friends as the man with many cheeses, Ricky. That's what I always say.
That is a great saying. Once I think a wise man told me that his name was Carlo.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Dazzle's taken out first. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think I gotta transition us back into the game, right? I wasn't even ready for that. We're gonna go right into the draft. I
Oh,
mean, it's gonna
they're
be
ready
good.
to go.
Oh yeah,
They got anime
these.
battle banners.
Oh yeah, we're. I mean, that's just Berkeley's finest moment, right? This is what they do.
Is that their official mascot for Berkeley?
Yes, I think if you actually were to Google UC Berkeley mascot, this is what you would see.
I see. Okay, yep. Perfect.
Yeah, doing it right now just for confirmation.
Yeah, doing it for a friend right
Yeah.
now.
All right, so we've got Dazzle, Void, Tusk, Slark, some of the same bands, all right, from last game.
No tag team, please.
Yeah. The only
I
one
want to
that's
see it
new
though.
is this Dazzle. This hero's very strong.
hmm Well,
Um,
Slarky. So what's up with Slarky? He's a killer. He's not a
yeah,
team fighter though.
he's interesting. They did nerf him in the fact that you can force staff, out of pounce. That is the kind of balancing aspect of that hero. But I think what makes him so strong right now is Wraith Band and his kind of item buildup. So
hmm
it allows you to get so many essence shift stacks so fast, whereas previously you just couldn't, right? You didn't have the ability to ramp essence shifts that fast early on, but now you
Is this
can.
the patch of agility heroes that value attack speed?
Oh
It's just
yes,
because of the race.
that's what
If
we're
you're
seeing
like
by far.
Slark, Monkey King, people who love to attack fast,
Yep,
and we're gonna
absolutely.
see a Doom,
Phantom
the
Assassin too.
long
So it's one of them.
master.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
Doom, we talked about it a little bit last game, right? It's very interesting changes.
Ooh, Magnus.
Agnes and a quick second pick of Shadow Shaman. We haven't seen that
Okay,
hero.
I like it. I like it. Shadow Shaman offers the push you need. You win a fight and Shadow Shaman didn't use wards, you can definitely take an objective. I like that. It means that you can also get a little bit more utility out of your cores. You don't have to rely on them for being able to siege a base.
Yep. He's also a hero that surprisingly benefits from Empower quite a bit in lane.
Because he has insane
Or from
damage.
early on, because he just starts the game with so much damage that you can't trade with a Shadow Shaman.
hmm I can see if I can actually find it out right now.
72, I believe.
Whoo, baby.
I think with items he walks into lane with 72 damage.
73 to 80 is his spread.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was being
So
conservative.
what's that, like 76, I guess,
Yeah,
around there?
that means
average
he'll
out
walk
to?
into lane with a base 74 and a half, so it should say 74 on his bar.
Jeez. And Lich, the new Lich. How are you feeling about new Lich? I know you like old Lich.
So yeah, as an old school resident Lich spammer, this hero is very different, right? I think we've discussed him
Lich.
a little bit. Previously he was a massive lane dominating hero. He just kind of secured a lane, right? That he just sits in a lane and secures it for your core, makes it so you get the experience lead, which was very important last patch. Now in this patch, with the changes to creeps, sacrifice wouldn't even be that great of a spell anyway. And his gaze
That
is
is a
pretty
good point. I like the gaze. It has good synergy with his ults as well.
Yeah, the gaze is a really strong ganking spell in the mid lane. In the mid game. Sorry, not mid lane. But I think people have kind of been overvaluing his frost shield. It is a good spell. I don't think it is what makes the hero super strong. It's just the fact that now Lich has 3 usable spells is what makes him good, right? Like
Yeah.
previously you didn't, like, you were kind of useless outside of your frost blast and chain frost in team fights, but now you have 4 strong spells to use.
And what's funny is Lich was considered one of the easiest, if not the easiest hero to play, like support wise. And now there's quite a lot more depth to him because of his, not only does he have more buttons to press, but how his buttons work. Frost Shield can be used aggressively or defensively. His gaze has some interesting mechanics where he's pulling the enemy towards him and he's unable to act himself. It's I love that change. It makes him a much more interesting, I'd say. Less one-dimensional, more
Yeah,
dimensional.
I agree. I've seen a Rubik interaction and a Bane interaction from people that get gazed, and it is real funny. Like the negative status resistance on gaze is actually
Oh,
insanely strong.
I love that.
You actually, if a Rubik steals it, it's like a like 2.5, little over 2.5 second stun.
Oh
Um,
my
on
god.
the gaze, but if you just have a Bane on your team who can enfeeble them, it is an almost 3 second DC.
Oh my god. I want to see it. I still haven't seen any Bane interactions. I want to see them.
I think Bane Rubik might be one of the strongest support duos in the game, or
I know
even
that the
support.
Enfeeble Teleport is crazy because it uses both their status reduction, doesn't it?
Yep,
Or not, what's it? Telekinesis, not teleport.
telekinesis. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 5 second lift.
Jeez.
Undying.
Undying. Okay. So Shadow Shaman's a little squishy, Undying's quite the opposite. He's in your face. He also offers. There's a lot of targets to attack in a fight. They have the Serpent Wards and they have the Tombstone.
Yeah, I'm a little curious on how they plan to lane this, right? Because Magnus typically the offlaner, Undying also typically an offlaner, but I don't know if you want to do Magnus Undying as your offlane.
I think you do stick with the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman loves to be played as a 4, and I think Undying's completely viable as a 5 since his peak is early on. He can get away with maybe grab him like a shield and some stats, but
Yeah,
you're not
he's actually
really.
probably good against Doom. This Doom offlane. I think you're right. Good call.
And then, but what I want to see from San Jose is some ranged right clickers. Because if they don't get someone that can hit the Tombstone and someone that can hit the Serpent Wards, Berkeley is going to do what they did last game. Your hero
Oh
Ricky.
my god. Okay. Grimstroke Lich is actually one of the best combinations in all of Dota 2.
Because of the double Chain Frost and now the double stun.
And now it was double Chain Frost, double Ice Blast, but now double Gaze. This combination is so disgusting.
And because the gaze keeps them together, so the double Chain Frost just keeps them flying.
I'm surprised this combination got through. I just
Speaking
assume
of easy to
Grimstroke
pull
is
off
always
combos.
banned.
And what does Doom have any synergy with Grimstroke?
You know, I'm thinking about it. I don't think so, right? There's no spells on Doom's kit that would be really
wait, what
good.
about what's it called? Doom. Do you think that would actually be pretty good, don't you think?
You are a smart fellow.
They call me Theory Crafter Carlo for a
Yeah.
reason.
There's a reason that people know you.
And it's because I craft theories.
Yeah.
My theory of this game is Grimstroke alt is going to be disgusting, savage, sick.
And I think we were saying earlier, Grimstroke's ult isn't necessarily the best part of his kit unless you have huge enablers. You have like heroes that enable his ult. In this game, you really do. So now he's just even stronger than the normal Juggernaut.
Oh, a Juggernaut. He's got some magic immunity.
Yep.
Now
hero.
Grimstroke alt pierces it, but the magic damage from Chain Frost won't. He still counts as a target for Chain Frost. He just doesn't take the damage.
Yep.
So is Bane and Grimstroke going to be the lane, you think? Because not Bane, Doom and Grimstroke, you can Scorched Earth right up with Inkswell on and just beat someone down.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know yet. I think Grimstroke will probably be safe lane, and you'll take Doom Lich off. Because Grimstroke doesn't do super well with Doom. I think you typically want to it's okay. Doom isn't really going to kill someone in his lane. He doesn't do enough damage. Whereas Grimstroke would rather have he can go safe lane with a carry who can maybe help set up a kill and be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it's a difficult position though, because Grimstroke really likes to be with a melee hero, or at least someone who gets on top of the enemy, and I don't think that's what you want to pick though. I still think you need to deal with wards and you have to deal with Tombstone, and that's best dealt with by a ranged hero.
I mean, Luna is in this game. Luna can be picked.
Oh yeah. Again though, she will have issues with Omni Slash and Blade Fury avoiding the Eclipse damage, but her insane physical damage will still go through. Does it still splash to zombies with Tombstone? Do you know? Moonglaives?
I do not know. There's the Medusa. So San Jose taking a note from Bears here, steals the Medusa.
A team fight hero.
Yeah. So now they've got someone to do with Tombstone, right? So now they need this safe lane core that can really kind of match up well against this Juggernaut, but not lose to the Magnus. So there's only there's a few that you can pick for sure. There are some good heroes still left in this game. Phantom Assassin was one of them that I was thinking, but she's banned.
5 seconds.
Because she's a great combination with Grimstroke, right? You just Blink Strike onto the hero. You're gonna get it like a full 2-second stun, the full 300 damage nuke. It's pretty.
What
it's
about
pretty strong.
a position 1 Wraith King here?
Team
He would have an insane lane with Grimstroke. He has no problem running in and having RP spent on him. He doesn't care about Omni Slash being spent on him. He's not really too scared of Tombstone because he just beats it down. And he offers a ton of team fight for Medusa. Who do you choose, the Medusa or the
Tinker's
Wraith King?
band, Zeus band. Are they? You know, I haven't seen Wraith King much this patch. I think you could run it. I don't think it's bad.
What else?
It's picking Luna is a little bit dangerous. I don't know. I don't think you're strong enough of a laner to do that.
And Luna has a rough time against Undying and with the decay stacks.
They might just pick Weaver, to be honest.
They could do a Weaver, yeah. He only really has to worry. He gets a Lincoln Sphere, and he's in great shape, actually, this game.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, all he has to do is get a Lincoln's to avoid Shaman, and then if he doesn't get RP'd, he's fine.
He's going to cause some chaos
I'm
with
wondering,
his bugs
like,
when the Stone Gaze is going on.
I'm trying to think what you could do, because you want to have someone who can frontline this Medusa, but, I mean, we saw last game, Medusa was the front line. So if she gets a good start, I mean, you can pick something a little bit greedier here.
Has Chaos Knight been feeling the love from the changes? I know he's been getting some attention, but I don't know if he's been
I think he's a great hero. Chaos Knight would do actually fantastic here.
They do have quite a bit of AoE though, and I guess the Strength Seal on Undying is an issue.
It's not too bad. There it is.
Oh, hey, there it is.
I was like, Chaos Knight's actually fantastic here. It owns Juggernaut late game.
It's a great combo with Grimstroke.
Yeah,
he has a pull right on top of him.
It's really good. And then you get the stun already on Chaos Knight, and then you're gonna follow it up with a massive stun from Inkswell. And he's a great base stat hero, so he is able to farm the safe lane despite what is probably going to be the Shadow Shaman Magnus, right?
He also has a combo with Grimstroke ult.
Yeah, this is really strong.
How does his W work with Grimstroke ult? Does he just pull them both on top of him?
No. It would pull them both, but it has the potential to zone to like break the link. I want to say somehow, because any kind of movement displace can break link. This Alchemist though is really interesting.
If the game goes late, I mean,
I still favor San Jose here by a fairly large margin. I think their draft is so good. This Medusa is going to have a free run in mid lane against this Alchemist. Alchemist will find farm, but he will have so many mana problems because he won't be able to approach the lane. And this Chaos Knight should go fairly uncontested if laned correctly. And then this Doom Lich off lane shouldn't die, right? It shouldn't die.
You know what? I'm gonna actually go with Berkeley. And the reason is because I think if Berkeley can take off with the lanes the way they did last game, I don't think that San Jose is going to be able to get back into the game, dealing with an Alchemist and the strong team fight potential of the new Undying, Magnus, and Shadow Shaman.
I think that is a very fair assessment. I really do. I don't think they can come back if they get ahead. I think
the one thing we can agree on, this game can go either way.
Yeah. Very high risk analysis here. So let's go ahead and introduce the teams. I'm gonna start with Berkeley here. We got Karapo playing the Undying. We've got Fry on his Magnus. We've seen this many times. This is a hero that he very much enjoys playing.
I love Magnus
got
players.
Cyrano playing the Juggernaut. We've got Lacrimosa on his Alchemist mid, and lastly Endure playing the Shadow Shaman. How about you go ahead and introduce San Jose for us?
I would love to introduce San Jose for us, Ricky. So we have Dre. He is the enabler for everyone on his team. Grimstroke. Look for his ult. He sets up every single other hero. Then we have the new Lich, looking to see how he fares with Panthera Tigress. Macacog is on Doom, taking up the laning phase with his very high regen. Medusa didn't actually submit her name. And Chippy is on Chaos Knight, the scary carry.
Wow. Yeah, this is... I think the lane should do fairly well for San Jose. There is a classic combination, right, of this Juggernaut Shadow Shaman. So it looks like that's how they're going to lane it. They might.
And we're going to see a battle top lane. Alchemist wants to fight, and he has Grievel's Greed. We're going to see an Inkswell on top of Magnus. Magnus actually clears everyone out so that Alchemist can collect the rune. That's 3 runes for the team of Alchemist, setting his net worth at 901, 200 ahead of the next person. Grabs the last bounty rune, 913, 1,000 net worth on dying. Actually, the scariest hero in the game early on gets first blood.
They actually find a first blood on or bottom on this Doom, and this is what we said. The Juggernaut. Like Blade Fury with the Shackles of Endure is a classic combo. They TP the Shaman top, but it gets them a first blood bottom. They get 3 runes. Overall, a very great start for Berkeley.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. 4 bounty runes with an Alchemist even first blood. I think yeah, you'll take that. That's definitely an acceptable start. Now let's talk about mid lane. We saw Medusa be quite a hassle with her Mystic Snake. Is it going to be just as potent against an Alchemist as it was against the Zeus?
It's not as potent, right? Because Alchemist doesn't rely as much on mana, and as soon as he gets a bottle, he'll be able to at least sustain his acid spray. But it is still very annoying because it'll slow your progress towards the bottle for sure.
And stalling out an Alchemist is always a good thing. Essentially, how you play against the hero. Just kick him out of the game. Don't let him free farm. I want to see I really am just waiting for the Empower on the Shadow Shaman.
I'm a little bit
78
disappointed in Doom going like Devour level 1 and then just getting a creep in lane instead of trying to pick up a valuable creep. That makes him just so much weaker. And actually bottom, he's going to go down here with the spin.
Even with the Frost Armor, yeah, taken out with the spin, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, I mean, this is Blade Fury, right? It's not slowed by this Frost Armor of Lich, and this is kind of the weakness of Lich now, right? Like, he has 3 great spells in lane, but it's not like an immediate lane win like you used to have at Sacrifice.
Oh yeah, he was essentially guaranteed. Actually, Dre, top lane, is in some trouble. There's going to be an Inkswell on him, and he's shackled up. Magnus just walks away, still in the range, the massive range of Inkswell. And Dre's going to have a battle with Endir. You don't want to battle the Howard Shadow Shaman, though. Not even going to be a close fight.
100 damage on this hero. Level 2.
Now, CK is there. He has the Reality Rift. They're going to follow up with a stun. Grimstroke paints a picture here of Shadow Shaman dying. Just kidding. Chippy's actually done a lot of damage. They're going to turn with the Aether Shock. It's neck and neck. Endur goes down, but not without taking CK soon after. Now, I would have to say, you trade your position 1 for a position 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that
absolutely worth it. Anytime.
Yeah, Fry is going to be happy with that. And we actually, so Makakog went from support to core this game. And Panthera Tigress went from core to support. They're switching it up. A versatile team.
That's fine.
Top lane again, though. There's an Inkswell coming out on Endure. He gets stunned. Oh no, he's taking a ton of damage.
Exactly what I was talking about. This combo is
but skewered at the tower.
So disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what Shadow Shaman does. I don't think he can show himself if once Dre.
If he gets Reality Rifted, he's gonna die immediately. Because he shackles, right? But he's just gonna get stunned by Inkswell, and it's a 250 damage nuke. We can look at it in that fight. Like he did between Inkswell and Stroke of Fate, this Grimstroke did 514 damage.
Oh gosh, and Shadow Shaman's a notoriously slow hero, so he has to chase down, get chased by a Chaos Knight who has a horse. You're not gonna outrun a horse.
Yeah,
Ricky.
I mean you're a crippled old man trying to outrun a horse. Come on.
Is he crippled though?
I mean, he's
look
at his limp a little bit. You know, he's got a weird little.
Well, why is he carrying such a big mace scepter? That thing is bigger than he is. Oh, I guess he uses it to cast 8. I mean, he must be buffed. Look how hard he's throwing those auto attacks. 79 damage. There's no mana. I think this is a mistake. I think CK needs to have a mango or something, or he's just waiting for wand charges because they have kill potential if he has mana. But if he doesn't have mana, then we can actually see Berkeley come into lane.
Yeah,
and with Empower,
Grimstroke's got a clarity coming out, but he can honestly just mango his CK right now and get a kill.
I agree. I think that is the play here.
Looks like Dre de-warding instead, wanting to get that pole camp.
Let's see what they do. Actually, 2 points in Stroke of Fate, so not going for the Inkswell build.
That is questionable. I think you just max Inkswell.
I think Inkswell is the situation game. Well, it's definitely the killing build. Are we going to get in range? There's a Reality Rift, and Inkswell, not quite, not quite. They skewer him away. They don't want to catch it. Chippy gets the Inkswell to follow up with his stun. They are going to blow him up. And Aether Shock comes out, though, putting Chaos Knight very low. Fry is still at pretty much max health and half mana, while the enemy team is getting whittled down. And we see on net worth, Fry's third. He's actually ahead of the Alchemist, who's in the jungle.
Yeah, and this is what we're saying. Like, he gets to the point where Medusa will win this mid lane, and he just wants to go farm jungle now. Like, he can't really contest mid lane too well.
Oh
Medusa
yeah,
is
and
a pretty high physical damage hero. Alchemist notoriously low armor, low regen, pretty bad stats, but relies on his ult when he hits level 6. So it's a good lane for Medusa, and we're going to see this Medusa start taking off really fast.
Here we go, Bounty Rune. We're going to be a battle. Lich barely makes it. Lich, a very fast hero. 336 to 340. Actually, Undying quicker than Lich. Oh, Lich doesn't have boots yet. Just
He becomes straight top. He has the Inkswell and now Endure actually. In so
oh
much trouble.
boy, goodbye Shadow
Chaos
Shaman. It
Bolt.
doesn't matter. There's gonna have to be some crazy skewer play, but Fry doesn't have any mana, and they're just gonna spec him down. Actually, a Mango player, they're gonna be able to turn this around. There's a salve going up. Fry's trying to do damage. The salve gets popped by Grimstroke. Now Endure's gonna turn. He has mana. There's the Aether Shock into the net. We're gonna see the Shackles come out. Grimstroke is unable to finish Shadow Shaman, and Magnus beats down the Chaos Knight. Now Dre's in trouble. Dre wants to go for the kill, and it might cost him his life. He's chasing Endure. Does Dre have a spell? He hits him with the Paintbrush attack. That's AKA Stroke of Fate. And now he's gonna go back and get battled out of lane by Fry.
This is the weakness of going the Stroke of Fate build instead of the Inkswell.
Actually, bottom, we're going to see Doom get gone on again. Body blocks coming out by Crapo. Fantastic play, even while slowed. He's going to try and go for the double decay. A one-man decay is going to keep him alive. Macalon kills the Hero Lord, getting a 75 gold bounty before being taken down. And Cerno just presses Lich out of lane so he can't keep chasing Crapo. 5 to 4, lots of kills.
Yeah, I mean, like, lanes are just more interesting now with the change to start, like, base items, right? 4 Wraith Bands on Medusa in the mid lane. We've got 2 on Juggernaut bottom.
Talk to me about the Grimstroke build, Ricky, you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, the weakness of doing the Stroke of Fate build, Stroke of Fate's a little bit more unreliable
Oh, hold
damage.
on. Chibi, I thought they wanted revenge top lane. I interrupted you, but it looks like Chibi's going to make it out. Endure wants to go for more. Nope, back out, my friend.
Stroke of Fate, a little bit unreliable damage. It's not as easy of a spell to hit as, say, Inkswell. Inkswell's cast range, the damage, the stun duration, the DPS, it all scales really well. And when you have a hero like the CK who really benefits from that, there's really no reason not to max it.
Well, and they have kill potential, and Inkswell has much higher kill potential than Stroke of Fate does.
Yeah.
A 2-second stun at level 1 is going to be, or rather a 2.6 second stun at level 2 is much more reliable to get a kill than this 1.5 slow duration on Inkswell.
I might be in trouble here. No, not gonna rally rift him. And you actually, like, you can do some serious damage with Stroke of Fate, but the damage that comes out AoE from Inkswell is actually more than what you're gonna get from Stroke of Fate in most instances.
Well, what about having another hero show up? Actually, this is going to be a gank from Undying. They're going to jump on Shadow Shaman. They don't manage to get him, and now the Inkswell's getting used on Magnus. A double decay is going to come up from Crapo. He doesn't have a tombstone, but he is going to give a beat down to Dre. Now a shackled up Chiefy is going to try and reach under tower. Crapo once again busting out the fancy dance moves, body blocking Chiefy. In an attempt to turn, that he goes on Fry, but Fry is too tanky, 5 armor, a shield, and a will to crush his opposition. He will be the only 4-legged man in this lane. Magnus stays alive. Oh, Tombstone was actually dropped just very far back.
Yeah, he dropped pretty far back. Ooh, Lich snipes healing more bottom. That feels good. That's a great rotation from the Undying. And this is, I mean, we have 3 points of Stroke of Fate. He didn't even get it off in that fight. Like, he threw Inkswell and then had to run because they're standing on top of the bot lane, though. This Jug, he doesn't have ult. He's Zoom. Alright, yeah, he'll be actually has
I agree with for the Inkswell build. I think Grimstroke is picked for Inkswell more than he's picked for Soulbind. But if you have a team like San Jose, you're definitely picking Grimstroke for Soulbind.
Yeah.
And that's really when San Jose is going to get turned on. We see them falling behind in kills now, but Soulbind is their catalyst. That is what they need. And we're going to see Carapo, the Undying gank, come up once again. Is there going to be a Tombstone? 10 seconds is on cooldown. X comes out on Chiefy, but nothing comes of it. I don't think that San Jose knows
Bottom
that
lane,
Carapo
Juggernaut
is
might
sitting.
go down here. He just got the mana
he's
for
low.
his ult.
Omni! He's not going to get both, is he? He might get both. He got both.
Oh my gosh.
Ricky, he got both.
2 wand charges.
Now, that was insane. He's just melting people. How many Wraith Bands does he have? He has 2.
Only needs 2.
Crapo has
change
revealed
to,
himself.
Omni Slash really favors the new Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
It makes him so much stronger at level 6.
Uh-oh, we're going to see a fight top. There's an RP. Chippy, or Fry wants to get both. Dre gets caught out. He fakes the RP on Dre. He was not going to waste it on his support. Grimstroke uses Inkswell to get away. He's going to miss the stun, but he's going to keep his life. Now a Shackles comes out on Chaos Knight. Lich is trying to show up to help. He cancels the TP he's given up. Chippy is just sitting here. He wants to kill the Tombstone. Is he going to get the Tombstone? He throws up the stun. He gets 175 gold, actually.
Some value gold, at least. But, I mean, we can take a look at net worth here. We haven't really looked at it much this game, but Alchemist, by far, #1.
That's what he does.
That's
why
yeah,
you pick
exactly.
him.
This is what he does. He's not top of CS, but the hero gets so much more gold. And we're gonna see runes come out here again, and like gonna get 4.
Top side, TB wants to show up. Dre still doesn't have Soulbind, and Inkswell to Reality Rift is gonna catch Fry. He gets Silence to follow it up. The silence is definitely going to go off, and Dre will follow it up with a second silence. I don't think there's anywhere that Fry gets out of here. He gets the RP. He actually doesn't get the silence off. Fry is not dying. He skewers away. They're going to kill the Grimstroke from the back line. A wand might buy him a couple seconds, but the decay will take him out. Now, Cheapy's in trouble. Endure drops the wards and shackles in front of it. Crapo getting ready for the body blocks. Misses his opportunity to get the body blocks, but he's going to pursue. Fry's coming back in now that he's held up. Cheapy, please, team, please. He opens the shrine. He stays alive a little bit longer, but I don't think he can get a kill. He knows he's just going to have to fight. He's screaming at his team. Where's the TPs? Finally, Grimsoak is going to actually respawn and show up. Cheapy's still alive. We see a silence come out, the Soulbind into a double silence, actually, and a triple Inkswell, but Dre knows he's not going to get anything. He gets taken out. The shockwave slows him down. The Aether shock finishes him off, and like the big man he is, Undying marches away. Largest hero on the map.
That Grimstroke just died twice.
He just died twice, and CK is wondering what happened in the other lanes, because he hasn't even seen his teammates yet this game.
Yeah. Doom level
Actually,
6 wants to use
a Soul Ring
sure.
picked up on Doom. How do you feel about that?
It's not bad. I think you can just go Vlad's, and it's better though.
I was gonna say, I feel like you don't like it's kind of weird going Soul Ring on a core, because Doom's not really turning his mana into too much. He's turning it into Devour, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't played the new Doom yet. Maybe he has mana issues.
I think drums and Vlad's are just a little bit better. So it's a little bit bizarre that he would go for.
Oh, and maybe he can spam his creep spell, is the idea there. You get a good creep spell and you win lane with it.
I think you spam it for the Infernal Blade too. You actually lose a lot of mana from Infernal Blade spamming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
well, we're going to see Endure show up. He starts with the Hex. There's an Omni Slash, but the Frost Armor is doing a fantastic job of keeping Doom alive. Omni Slash ends, and then a Doom comes out on a Shadow Shaman. There's going to be a Tombstone to follow it up. Shadow Shaman's going to run away, and Doom is now caught out, surrounded by zombies, a big zombie, and a man with a sword. He's going to keep running, though. He's pretty quick. He's regenning very quickly. Oh, crap. Oh, look at this. He knows exactly where he's going to go. He takes the Infernal Blade, but he gives the Vision, so no needs to finish him off. Endure doesn't get taken out, and that's Doom down at the cost of only a Tombstone. We're going to see a push here.
And Alchemist is just free farming at this point, right? Like, they're not able to pressure Alchemist anymore. Medusa knows that she needs to try and farm as fast, but the cores on Berkeley are getting so much more on the map.
I love the use of Serpent Wards here. He thought about holding it, but he's like, just get this tower. Oh, here we go. Soulbind comes out into a double Silence and a double Mystic Snake. Oh my god, the mana. 4 Wraith Bands on Medusa. She is an attack speed machine. The Stone Gaze is going to set her up to walk in and deal out enough damage to finish Undying and force the rest of Berkeley away. Now, knowing that someone's caught in the trees, Endure has to stay alive.
He's just standing there.
I think they got to know he's there.
Oh, I don't think they do. They just want the tower. The Juggernaut's Blade Fear gets him out of the tether, by the way. So that was huge. It actually prevented Chaos Bolt. It prevented a lot in that fight. So the Juggernaut probably would have died if he didn't get out of the tether range from Soul Link.
That's a very powerful interaction. Juggernaut's a great pick against Grimstroke then. As long as you don't get silenced.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see the bottom tower get pressured. T1 for T1, but in the top side, Berkeley's... or rather, no, that's not Berkeley. San Jose's Medusa actually has to repel a push. Made it all the way to the T2.
Yeah. This Medusa is really actually doing pretty well in CS, but if you look, Magnus and Jug are literally tied with her. So it is really hard to think that San Jose are in a good position right now when your most farmed hero is tied with the enemy offlaner.
Yes.
He did
Chaos
go Midas, so...
Yeah, the Midas is actually very important. Well, Chaos Knight is a hero not known for his ability to farm. Doom is not a farming core. It is on Medusa to be the big guns.
Speaking of Doom,
for
takes Omni Slash, they drop the Tombstone. He doesn't have a single point in Scorch
here, Ricky. He's taken out.
This Doom trying to rely on Devour Max, and I honestly think he needs a different creep, and he needs at least 1 point in Scorched Earth. That 11% bonus move speed is very important.
I agree. At 14 minutes into the game, it feels like an overly greedy build to be maxing Devour.
And if you want, at this point, if you want to like go late game, I think you just go Midas. Like, you can't actually afford to be getting these like this like.
Well, Scorched Earth helps you get money because it keeps you alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Well, Doom's going to show up and defend the push mid, but look at the map positioning. Berkeley's on the other side of the river in the bottom lane and pushed actually in 2 lanes, about to be 3 in the mid. with Alchemist. Berkeley's not scared. Speaking of Alchemist, he's got a shiny weapon in his inventory.
Oh yeah, he
Two
picked
of
that up
them,
about
actually.
3.5 minutes ago. He's got a blink dagger now.
And he has a concoction. Looks like he's going to stun himself.
But I mean, it's just
But-
securing runes. They're gonna get all 4 runes. This is Berkeley playing. They're playing around the map.
They know what
so
they want to
well.
do. They have an Alchemist and they're going to play an Alchemist game. If San Jose don't want to push, Alchemist is fine farming. If San Jose doesn't want to get runes, I mean, Alchemist is fine getting runes. Alchemist has no problem killing the Phantom and
has
Wraith.
blink RP.
So
They
now he wants to
want
go.
this kill on the Medusa so bad.
No ult on Alchemist though, so he is vulnerable. Keep in mind, Fry finds Grimstroke. He misses the skewer. There's going to be a Tombstone brought down and a Shockwave to keep Dre around. Dre gets taken out.
So Drake gives
But-
up himself for the Medusa. I think that's fine.
Yeah, actually, wards were used bottom. Was the tower taken? Endure
Yeah.
takes the tower. Doom cleans up the wards, but that's definitely Berkeley's.
Alex blinks in top, gets a great stun, but
And it,
Chaos Knight's okay.
oh, here we go with the Chain Frost, and everyone's getting pulled on top of the guy. Look how much damage the Chain Frost is doing. Oh my god, Lich is winning his fight just by himself. Crapo is going to try and stay alive, but I don't think it's going to happen. Lich has a ton of mana, you can turn them into slow. No, Endure shows up. Endure doesn't have Serpent Wards though, so we're going to keep chasing Crapo. Chippy taking a lot of
16
damage,
wand
standing on top of the
charges.
Undying Leader. And there we have the RP turning this fight. We have an Aether Lens. Or an Aether Shock coming out as well. Chippy's still barely managing to stay alive. He's chasing down a Doomed Silence Shadow Shaman. Omni Slash is going to try and take out 2 cores, but they stack up, and now they're just going to beat the Juggernaut out of this fight. Endure turns around just to see Juggernaut in his last moments before Endure gets taken out, and soon to be a Juggernaut taken out. A regen and a healing ward are going to prolong this fight, but I don't think it's
I
going
don't
to
think
stop
he
the
can
pursuit of San Jose.
No, one
Come
more
on.
should do it. Yeah.
Great job
So
using
the
this.
the 4 levels of Infernal Blade is doing a lot of work in these fights. If you look at Doom's damage, it's pretty significant. It's like 1,000 damage, but Infernal Blade is really strong. So like he doesn't have
that's what
Scorched
he's doing.
Earth, but he has 4 points in Infernal Blade at least to offset it. But I mean that was a great
Yep.
fight for San Jose. They immediately get the Alchemist. The amount of damage that Chaos Knight can still do without having a lot of items is surprising, right? Like he did a lot of work in that fight.
Oh yeah, just standing in acid spray and in the range of radiance that's enough damage right there. You don't even have to worry about auto attacks. He's offering a ton to the fight. We might see a Doom caught out here. It looks like Berkeley knows they're coming. San Jose doesn't know what's going on. There's no RP, but there is a blink skewer. It's gonna miss. Endure's gonna try and follow it up. He turns him into a chicken, follows it up with the Aether Shock and a Shackle. There's no skewer back, and there's not gonna be enough damage. Now Dre's gonna TP in with Lich right behind him. Fry is caught by the Soulbind. They're caught by the double stun. There's gonna be a Serpent Ward to try and stop it. Oh no, there's one more spell that got doubled here, Ricky.
Oh, here comes
Alchemist wants to show
Lagrimosa.
up. He's gonna farm. He's tired of farming Creeps and he farms the Doom. Then Carapo drops the Tombstone, pretty defensive, but it's gonna set up Alchemist to stand on top of them with Radiance, which is exactly what he wants to do. Dre's health is just melting. We'll see a short duration stun to lock Dre down, and then Cerno will show up spinning and cheering while a tower, a
So,
T2 tower is now
2 for 2 is what we see in that fight, and like
after some spells were 2-fer'd as well.
yeah, we finally see this Lich ult combination with Grimstroke
The melt,
and
the eraser, just
2,400
right off the
damage
map.
in a fight.
Woo, that's the
A
support,
lot.
baby.
It's a lot of damage.
I love it. That's some combo. That's what that's what we were saying from the get-go. Grimstroke is what enables this team. His ult will dictate if they stomp a team fight or if we actually get a
Is he in
team
trouble
fight.
here?
He's taunting, but I don't think he's justified. We're actually going to see a stun go out on Cheapy. It's not going to be a long one. I don't know if they're going to be able to lock him down. Dealing damage with Radiance, but pretty much nothing is happening. He has the Frost Armor and the Magic Resistance. Cheapy wants to try and turn around. No, he's just playing up because he has the Frost Armor, and as it ends, he's going to return.
So
Return
Doom
to the
picked
safety
up
of his tower.
a pipe, and he's now going for Crimson Guard.
He's going full tank mode.
He
I
just
guess
wants to be an aura machine for his team. I like that. I'm
Eh.
surprised he didn't go Vlad's over the Soul Ring. It's a lot cheaper nowadays with the new build, with the changes to the recipe and everything. So it's like, why not?
I mean, especially with how he's building, right? I feel like Vlad's fits his build more. Medusa's gonna love him for it. Medusa's a death ball hero. CK is gonna love him for it. CK also has
He has
lifesteal
great
attached.
base stats, so the aura is amazing on CK. Like the damage aura is
Oh yeah,
really
and
strong.
CK just builds strength. Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves any sort of
So
stat.
that percentage damage on both Medusa and Chaos Knight is really strong, because both of them have great base stats.
Chaos Knight actually sitting on 2,400 health.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Double Bracer, Ogre, and then Power Treads. That's good.
Now Alchemist still though 5k above Medusa. This is what Alchemist wants.
Yeah, it's not that much still. Medusa is
Yeah,
doing
you'd expect
surprisingly well. Ooh, are they gonna walk into them?
Here's a stun and Inkspell on Dre. There's going to be only a single stun, a high ground tombstone, and an Omni Slash. This is not looking good. Medusa is surrounded by 3 heroes. Crapo, the best body blocking hero in the game now. Not looking at Medusa, but still causing chaos, blocking her. We're going to see an Alchemist teleport in, stun a manaless snake, and she will be taken out.
So
Defender of the ancient creeps.
they
are now
went in on that to try and get the rune, right? They end up not
They got a
even
little
getting the rune top.
I mean, they wanted some net worth and they got some net worth. I think that's a mission accomplished for our boys in Berkeley.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in San
Healing
Jose.
ward.
San Jose wanted to go in and get the rune.
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole point, right? Like
And
Grimstroke
yeah,
went in.
they were cruising for a bruising, you could say.
Yeah.
Sheepy's here. He wants to defend. They got to get rid of that healing ward if they want to get anything done, or at least
He has
take
an Echo
control of the
Save right now.
territory.
That's really good.
Oh, he actually catches a Juggernaut. We're going to see a stun popped up from Alchemist. Not really going to do much. Sheepy knows to just back off.
I love Alk's level 20 talent. I cannot wait till he gets it. It is very dangerous.
Fighting Alk enabled at level 20.
Look at Shadow Shaman's build. Triple null tally into an Aghanim's.
Aether Shock is a high damage AoE spell, so I kind of can see that.
Yep.
He doesn't need the intelligence. He has high base damage, so it's going to help with his damage. It's a little funky, but I mean, I can respect it. He just wants to play the Bracer game like everyone else.
I mean, I guess with this Alchemist as your initiator, you may not need a blink on Shadow Shaman. That might be the idea behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of just walk up and get them. You also have the Magnus as well.
And there's insanely high spell costs for Shadow Shaman spells, so it's going to allow him to do more than hit all his buttons once. He might be able to hit his button his rotation 1.5 times with all this intelligence.
Magnus going for a Crimson Guard is his next item.
Ooh, so we're going to see some more tanking up.
It's coming out right now.
Undying's got the Pike. Magnus has got the Crimson Guard.
Medusa just finished a Lincoln's.
Okay. So, some more tanky, some more stats. Let's see what's going to happen mid.
With your mid lane.
Yeah, where's the Soulbind? Is it going to come out? There's the Soulbind with no follow-up, but there's an
Doom's on
RP
the
to
side,
start the
Doom's
fight
on
for
the side.
Berkeley. Pulling the skewer in, a double stun coming out from Alchemist, and they are eliminated. The Omni Slash was used, and there's a Chain Frost causing chaos. Now, Doom teleports in to get absolutely crushed. CK has bought back. He showed up to this fight, and he's taken out a Juggernaut. Next up, he wants to go for the support Undying. Maybe not the best choice. In the meantime, the wards are taking out a tower.
So Lich just crushed.
Oh, we're going to see another initiation. CK gets caught. They're going to Inkswell CK. They're Glimmer Caping. Is he able to catch? Aether Shock comes out. He's on top of the Alchemist. He gives him the
No
stun.
mana for
he has
his
the
ult.
Frost Shield. Alchemist is not in a good position. Alchemist is silenced up while he gets beaten down by the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight, you got to get this kill. Alchemist has his ult back up, so he's very hard to kill. On the backside, actually, we see Ender with his high damage taking out Lich. Alchemist has showed up. They need vision to throw the stun. Inkspell's on Medusa, but it's not going to pop in time, and now CK gets stunned. But Alchemist has returned, unable to really do much because he can't watch Medusa right now. Now Cheapy turns around, there's Relay Drift and stun, but they can't finish him up. Too tanky.
His ult's about to expire. They might be able to get this. Oh, there's.
Do they have any catch though?
Bravo, he does not want to
Inks.
take that to an ally.
Yeah. Soulbind doesn't get anything. They're just going to get a support Undying. Maybe a Healing Ward is going to keep him alive. He does have a high health pool, so Healing Ward. Nope, he gets taken out by the Infernal Blade.
Wow.
Doom wants to keep going, but can Doom do anything?
No, he needs to back. There's an Alchemist back in this fight.
God,
he's
there's
so
not
dead.
enough damage from San Jose. Now, speaking of, Doom gets caught out. He's shackled up. Alchemist wants to look for more. Doom is dead on the backline, and Alchemist is going to start a fight here. Channeling the Concoction, 3 seconds. Goes ahead and hits straight. Dre has no mana. Alchemist is going to take out the Spirit. He's going to pop his ult, and now he's going to start chopping up the other Spirit, the big one, Grimstroke. Fry shows up, teleports in, blocks Dre, and he's finished off by an Aether Shock Concoction combo. This is going to set Berkeley up to return to their push on the T2 mid. Oh, that was a very easy push. One hit.
Yep. So in that last fight, the Doom's ult was about 5 seconds off cooldown before being able to hit the double Doom.
Oh, so that's why he was
Grimstroke.
jonesing. That's why he
Yeah,
chased.
he just ran in, and I was like, why is he
He
not
wanted to
dooming?
press it so bad.
Yeah, didn't have it. He dies before his ult comes off cooldown. And I mean, that fight would have been completely San Jose's if he had Doom up, because he would have gotten both the Shaman and the Undying with Doom.
That's the whole point of their team, is that combo.
Yep.
Alchemist actually misses his Manta Dodge on
Yeah,
the
I saw
Concoction.
that.
He's
They're
going to
get
TP
Roche
home.
here. gonna put it on Jug. I think that's
Yep.
perfect. He's gonna be your tower hitter.
Alchemist doesn't want to use the Aegis when his chemical rage is on cooldown, because then he respawns and dies again. Whereas Jug is a much
Bravo's sitting in
better
his on his
fighter.
rune and he's gonna get it. That's funny.
Yeah, they know he's there though.
They
No
don't
vision.
adjust or anything.
Unfortunate. Well, this looks like a little bit more of an Alchemist lead we were expecting, don't you think, Ricky?
Yep, I think you were right. I mean, this Alchemist got what he wanted. I mean, the top lane was such a disaster for San Jose that it just made so much space for Alchemist. And bot lane wasn't, you know, exceptionally good for it wasn't exceptionally good for San Jose either. So
Once again, Berkeley is loving the lanes. They practiced up from the last patch, and they're still able to turn a lane win into seemingly a game win. They're mounting a push here. Are they going to commit for this? They have the Aegis. They have the spells they need. They looks like they just need the right moment. Patience is the key.
yeah, I mean they're in such a good spot. Magnus empower with Juggernaut spell like. Juggernaut's, oh my God,
that's
look
an
at how
empower
much mana
crit.
he lost.
Oh boy, and there's the Spear Wards. They're going to look to posture up here. They want to make sure these wards can do the damage they can. The blink in
Great
by Fry
spear.
gets Medusa out on top of a Tombstone where she's stunned and shackled. The wards are just hitting everything because there's an Aghanim's picked up. A Shadow Shaman. CK is very low in the back line. He gets taken out. The
Doom
Chain
just
Frost
isn't here to defend the base. He just was
Doom?
bottom the whole time.
He missed Doom. You're a little bit late, my friend. You missed out.
The healing
Shadow
ward was
Shaman.
just down in that fight, keeping the whole team nice and healthy. Lich's ult goes off and does a ton of damage, but it just didn't
It
matter.
looked cool, but the damage was not there. I think they
I
needed
mean,
more.
it did 3,100 damage. There's just a healing
Look at the
ward
buyback
down.
status
Doesn't matter.
on the two heroes that are dead, Ricky.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. This is when you feel like you gotta go and warm up the bus. Because it's not looking good. Well, the Shadow Shaman, you know what's funny? Shadow Shaman built his own Aghanims. He didn't wait for Alchemist to give him one. And you know what? It paid off. Did you see it, that fight? Hitting
Yeah,
the towers.
it-
The backdoor protection came up. It was still hitting the heroes. It was hitting CK. CK didn't even get Phantasm off. Fry's
No,
just getting
CK
caught
didn't
now.
get Phantasm off. The Medusa didn't get Gaze off. It was a disaster of a fight.
Medusa was like the actual tombstone was her tombstone because she got screwed right on top of it, and that's right where she died too. She didn't make it anywhere. That
And-
marks her grave.
San Jose's draft is nice, right? But not when something like that happens. They don't have any mechanic to keep their heroes alive. Like the closest
They-
thing you have is Inkswell, right? And
That-
none of the
yeah,
heroes
that
were in
doesn't-
range to help them.
I would have loved even just a force or though. It looks like Grimstroke did try and go for a glimmer, but he was in the position 7 with brown boots. Oh, you went for the finish off the
And
yard.
that's
There it
the
is.
game is
GG, well
called.
played. It has been settled. Grimstroke, captain's mode. He wasn't even able to pull it off, Ricky, but Berkeley was able to pull off a 2-0.
Yeah, I mean that was such a well played game by Berkeley. You know,
Yep.
2 games in a row, we see them play exceptionally well. Dota, they're proving really why they're at the top of their group, right?
With that win, they have secured second place. They were currently tied for second, and they have now secured it.
Yeah, 6-1 for the first half of the
Placing them
season.
above the Aggies, actually, one of the well-known dominators in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Very
both-
competitive group.
Yeah, it is.
So
I would say both
competitive
these
group.
teams are good, but I mean, Berkeley just seems to be that much more
They're
experienced. Yeah.
I love it. They're pulling Off Alchemist strats. You know who else is Alchemist strats? Evil Geniuses.
Oh,
Evil
really?
Geniuses, Berkeley. Something's going on. I
You know,
think
maybe they have a hookup there.
we might be seeing some new faces on land this year, Ricky.
Oh yeah, I absolutely like. I just love seeing like new teams kind of emerge. Right, these are teams that have made it to playoffs before, but never really pushed far past it. And
Never made it to making it to the airplane ride out there to play on the
man,
big screen.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
I would
There's
be-
so
I would
many
be-
good teams this year.
I would be excited if I was Berkeley. I'd be shivering because they're proven. They can walk
Yeah.
the walk. They can talk the talk.
I agree.
I love what they're pulling off. Every game, they're just in control. Even with 15 kills, it's less than half of what Berkeley pulled off. They're in control. They know what they want to do. They play really good Dota, and
Yeah.
they're working their timings as well. Every item reveal they have is turned into a kill or an objective. Every kill is turned into an objective. I'm happy with the performance I saw from both teams, but man, Berkeley, it was an honor to watch you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you called it, right? You said, I think Berkeley's going to win the lanes and they're going to take it into the mid game and end it. And you called it. It was right on the nose. I mean,
They know
all
they
three of
love.
their
They're very well practiced from last patch. They have their laning phase down, and they're adapting to the new mechanics. I think very well.
yeah, I'd 100% agree.
They
Congratulations to
build
Berkeley,
bracers,
man.
aka the new mechanics.
2-0 is how they finished off this
Clean.
series.
These are two insane teams, and that was just that was smooth sailing, Ricky.
Super clean. I mean, they're not messing around.
Yeah, I like it.
They've got a name in the CSL scene for a reason. So well played.
Well,
Anything?
hopefully we'll get to meet them face to face this year.
Yeah, we'll see. And do you have anything you want to say before we close it out tonight for our series?
Before we close it out, I'm looking. Do you know? This is a little bit off topic. Maybe we should discuss it after work. I'm looking for something beautiful. Do you know what our Cryptic's Twitter is?
You know, I think I might. It might be right here on the bottom of the screen. You can catch me at our Cryptic on both Twitter, Twitch, any form of social media. Give us a shout out. We hope you guys enjoy our cast. But you know what? There's an even more beautiful person that I know. His name's Carlo. Hey, Carlo, where can
That's not your name.
Where can they find you? Tell them.
Well, on Twitch you can find me at Carlton, CARLT0N, and on Twitter at Carlolton, CARLOLT0N. But you can always find me appreciating collegiate Dota and hanging out with Ricky on Mondays and Wednesdays, and sometimes a little bit in between here on Twitch.
It's our favorite time of the week, really. And this is
Dota time.
We're going to be going into one of the most intense second half of the seasons I think we've seen in a while.
I think, with the new format, with the invite only big shots.
Yeah.
Ooh, is this an invite secured?
I think it might be invite secured.
This is defining to the standings of the group. They are now clearly the second place team, knocking the Aggies, California Davis.
They for sure take over the Aggies off of that one. So I think we'll see Slugs and Berkeley going through.
Let's see. Well, yeah, Aggie. I'm not sure what Aggie's status is, but we'll worry about them later because Berkeley's the star of the show tonight. Apart from you.
Very, very. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate you all for tuning in.
Thank you very much, guys.
Great time. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys Wednesday night, same time, different teams, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure to check that out. Have a wonderful night. Oh, wait, what do you guys say?
Yeah, do you know the number for 911, Ricky?
Because
I would call the fire department if I were you, because we're gonna light it up on Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Great play there. Great calls. This cast always super lit. Thanks to Carlton, of course.
And thank you, Ricky. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Ready?